Sending love and gratitude. Magu Zian Sho. Magu brings immortality. This is the greeting, the saying that we use in Tai Chi Bo, Afro-Asiatic kind of bliss Gong Fu. And this video is going to try to explain what I just said. So, like, you know, why cannabis and Gong Fu, etc., and all that type of stuff. So this time I wrote stuff down so I wouldn't be forgetting all the stuff that I wanted to say on the video. Bam! So first of all, Tai Chi Bo. So we said Magu Zian Shou. This is not something I made up. There is an actual, I hate to say a cult, but there is an actual sect of Taoism that practices Maguism, if you wish, if you will. Magu is really just the energy of the herb, of the hemp and the marijuana. That's what they call it, a princess. But Tai Chi Bo, okay? So, as I explained on the Tai Chi, the other tape, I've combined boxing, the Bo, and Tai Chi, so that we have boxing, which would give practitioners who want to practice internal Gong Fu, give them a fast way. In boxing, give them a fast way to learn how to defend themselves, as well as all the health and internal Gong Fu benefits of the Tai Chi. So that pretty much explains the whole system. I don't think it's anything really new, but I think I'm probably the first one to make a complete system out of it. And of course, the unique part is adding the cannabis. Believe me, it's a system. It's not just something I'm coming off the top of my head. Afro-Asiatic. Okay, so now Tai Chi Bo we would consider in Gong Fu, in Kung Fu world, we would consider it a maybe Western style of the vagabond system. Now, vagabond Gong Fu, as some of you may have seen before, is where we get drunken style Kung Fu and you know, drunken style, the beggar style, and even ninjutsu has its roots in the vagabond style. But the vagabonds were had their own system, and much like this system, it's, you know, their system take from different places, and their lifestyle was with one like mine, all over the place. They are into magic, they're into street performances, they're into you know, entertainment and things like that, and I have done all these different things like that too. And I am the real true life Western vagabond. I just got finished living on the beach for a year in California. You know, I've been living back and forth. I've never lived in the streets, but I've been wandering around, so that's kind of like a vagabond, and I look like a vagabond anyway, so. So, you know, we still practice the internal parts of the Tai Chi, which is the Qigong or Qigong, Qi Kong or Qigong, just breathing exercises. Believe me, this is some fantastic. If you just practice the breathing by itself, you're gonna see fantastic results. Then we have what's called static postures, just standing and meditating. This is where you really get your superhero powers at, in the static postures. And then we have what's called reeling silk. So we keep the internal exercises, but in the first part of Tai Chi Bo, it's going to be a lot of external stuff. And the other thing about Tai Chi Bo, the difference is we practice all our external stuff, all the stuff that's going to make you sweat, jumping, whatever, punching and all that stuff first. And then you replenish your chi by doing the breathing. You give yourself a break between hard workout and then the internal workout. And then you do your breathing and reeling still and stances and stuff. So that's how I broke it up. So boxing is like the style. Like you have Mantis style. Kung Fu is Kung Fu. But, you know, it's based on breathing, it's based on stances. So Kung Fu is Kung Fu. It's a fighting yoga, you might as well say. So you have Mantis, you have Bagua, like my brother Ben Bayhill. You know, you have style. So then you have Tai Chi style. So this is just the style. Boxing is the style of our Kung Fu. Okay? Now Afro-Asiatic. That gets into a whole bunch of stuff. I'm trying to keep this video short. So basically, the Taoism, what we know of as Taoism, where we hear about Taoism in Kung Fu, we think of Wu-Tang or Wudang Mountain. But in my research, I found out that there's a group of people on a mountain called Kunlun Mountain. And do a little more research, I found out that originally the word or name Kunlun meant small, magical blacks. And then after the 1500s, after slavery, it changed into a more derogatory term. But they're still called Kunlun Mountain in China. Now, the thing about this Kunlun Mountain is this where Ma Gu, who I just mentioned, every 800 years she meets the 8 immortals up there, and Lao Tzu and all these other immortals of Taoism. And she brings the elixir of immortality. And this is our focus in this part of our training. We're focusing on Taoism and Ma Gu alchemy. We'll get into that. Now we'll go back and find in the Tang Dynasty of China, we find the first story of a hero was a dude called Mo He. And guess what? This is one of the first drawings, you know, of a hero, Wu Sa, which it means, you know, one of them Kung Fu movies. And this guy was a black man. He was the hero of a Chinese story. Okay? So that tell you who the Tang was. They had nose and dark skin, Anyway, so that first hero was a black man. Now there's a movie called The Promise. They got a Korean guy with really curly hair playing the brother. But it shows you in the movie, you know, what the book read. This dude saves his master, put him and his master's girlfriend on his back, outran the army, jumped over walls with them on his back, outran buffaloes and all kinds of stuff. This was a superhero. And guess what? It was a black man. And that's a Tang Dynasty story. I can't think of the name of the story, but the movie is The Promise, and it's in Korean. So we have also on Kunlun Mountain, we have the mother of all woman Taoists, Si Wang Mu, or Si Wang Mu. Now the interesting thing about her name, she's called the mother or the queen mother of the West, right? Now, of course, if you're in China, they consider here where we at in America, the West. Interesting enough, those of us who are Moors, M-U-U-R, who are the indigenous people of this country, also call this land Mu. I'm like, wait a minute, okay. But she's the queen mother of the West. Her name is Si Wang Mu. So, you know, that's just another little hint there. The people on Kunlun Mountain say Taoism and Tai Chi started there. I should have had the book out that shows you. Take a break. I got it. Now that I'm talking about it, I just thought about it. Anyway, is this it? No, that's not it. Okay, I'm back. Anyway, I have pictures of the actual creator of Tai Chi, and he don't look Oriental. Guess what he looks like? And also, talking about the 8 immortals, there's at least one of the immortals that they always depict, and the oldest depiction of him from China is a black man with curly hair, big eyes, big nose, big lips, and dark skin. Li Deguai, or Iron Crutch Li. He's one of the main immortals. Of course, he's crippled and ugly and etc. But all you gotta do is a little research and you'll find out Afro-Asiatic. Another thing is Kun Dao. Is a martial arts system in southeast China, Cambodia, Kemet, Cambodia, Cambodia, Black Buddha. Now this Black Buddha in Cambodia you will find at the largest temple on earth, Angkor Wat. You'll find a story. You'll find a story carved in the walls, 2,500 years old, of these people that come into another land and take these other people out as slaves and bring them over to their country and the whole nine. And then there's a Buddha that comes to save these slaves in this foreign land, and his name is Nagarjuna. Now he is the Black Buddha who comes to save these black people in this land with 50 towers, Now come on, this is older than the Christ story, and it's carved into the walls with people with noses and lips. So you tell me where that comes from. Now Naga is the serpent people that they called us, because we could dive real deep and do deep sea diving. They talk about that in that movie I was talking about. Now, Kana Bliss. Now, Kana, those of you who see these videos of my stuff see that I spell it with a K. That gets into a whole nother story, but in the Bible it was called Kana Balsam, or sweet smelling herb, or, you know, something like that. But anyway, for us, Kana Bliss is like, we call it mellow nirvana. Mellow nirvana. Mel, or mellow, being melanin, because when we ingest the holy herb, the crystals combine with our melanin, and all kinds of fantastic things happen when you use it correctly. In other words, use it spiritually. Most people know you get creative and all that type of stuff. So how do you bring that up higher? So we're talking about the crystals. The crystals, when you look up close at good marijuana, you see that it has crystals, these shiny things on it, right? So guess what? It sounds like Krishna, crystal, Krishna, Christ, crystals, Krishna, Christ. In ancient Kemet, Egypt, we said karest. So I say ka, spirit, rest, peace, Etep. Now Ma Gu Fu means marijuana, divine skills, or divine alchemy. Ma in Chinese is marijuana. We say marijuana. Gu means divinity, goddess, things of that nature. And Fu, like Gong Fu, means a skill that you achieve over time. You know, you don't get good at Kung Fu right away. It takes time to get Fu, you know. So, like I said, it's Ma Gu Fu is the Kung Fu marijuana alchemy. And this is where we'll make our holy products, just like any other temple. You know, you have holy oils. There's a formula for holy oil, the formula in the Bible for holy oil actually uses cannabosum when you do the research. And the guys who wrote the Bible changed the word to calamus. But when you do your studies again, you'll find that calamus cannot do all the things that they say cannabosum does, like make clothes and get you high. You understand? So like I said, in Magu food, we focus on the alchemy, not so much the smoking, like I was talking about in the last tape. On my last videos in California, we talked about the smoking a lot and making that spiritual. That's because most people, especially here on the East Coast, I said the West Coast in another video, mostly here on the East Coast, people smoke. They may be just starting again, especially in the hood. People not trying to make all the chemicals and all that type of stuff. They just want to smoke. So this is what I'm bringing. Let's get into this thing. Because I know all you martial art teachers out there, this guy pushing drugs. Those of you who don't know, understand, I've been doing this 50 years and I'm still here. And I'm out in the streets. Everybody I know, maybe one or two people, old, young, everybody I know, everybody I see is buying herb, illegal or not. So you can close your eyes and put your head in the ground and act like it don't exist. Or we can do like the Chinese and they made a drunken style. Instead of say, oh, you drunk? Oh, give them a style. And on the other side, we find that when people practice the herb and Kung Fu, they might get out of heavier drugs and things like that. So y'all can hide if you want. This stuff is here and we got to take advantage of it. Stop being consumers and start being producers for once in our black lives. Damn it. So alchemy, L-Chem-I, that's why I spell alchemy with an I at the end, because it's about the God chemical in I. The transformation of my physical body into an immortal body. We say marijuana. Mary, like Mother Mary of Jesus, means in most languages it means beloved. Mary means beloved. Who is the sound or the vibration of the creative force of will. You understand? The creator God, Ptah, created all things with the sound Hu. So we say the vibe of will. And honor, and again, most languages means grace. So marijuana means the beloved vibe of will and grace. Okay? So in other words, we want to take this out of the ignorance of the marijuana that people got and put it into where it belongs, into its spiritual stuff. It's an herb. It's not